carved directly into vibrant red, pink and white sandstone cliff faces. This prehistoric Jordanian city was lost to the Western world for hundreds of years. Located amid rugged desert canyons and mountains in what is now the southwestern corner of the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan. It's hard to believe that this was once a thriving trading centre and the capital of the Nabatean Empire between 400 BC and 106 AD. The heat is stifling today. Nevertheless, we're committed to embark on an 8-kilometre round trip into the centre of this ancient Nabatean city to witness firsthand the stunning treasury. The mystical Street of Facades, the impressive royal tombs, as well as Qasr Al-Bint, our final destination. This is Petra. We're travelling along the desert highway in Jordan. The rocky, dry landscape, which appears to go on forever, is occasionally punctuated by a Bedouin camp or a whirlwind.
The storms. To your right.
Oh, that's there.
Yeah.
And just when we were thinking you'd hate to have your car break down out here.
As we were heading down the desert highway out in the middle of nowhere, one of Mo's colleagues pulled him over. He's been kind enough to get out of the car to help them change a flat tyre. Don't know how anybody would get help out here. It's in the middle of nowhere.
Today's journey will take us 231 kilometres south of the capital Amman to a place called Wadi Musa. Wadi Musa is a popular destination in Jordan as it's the gateway town to the spectacular sandstone city of Petra. The Petra guest house will be our host for the next couple of nights, and as we arrive, we're welcomed by the call to prayer.
You just hear it echoing across the valley.
It's going to be quite hot today, so we've decided to make an early start for our trek into this ancient Nabatean city. We've just left the Petra guest house and we're walking across the 900-metre Bab Al-Siq valley. Bab Al-Siq is Arabic for gateway to the Siq, which is the main entrance to the ancient Nabatean city of Petra. The Siq is a dim, narrow gorge, no more than 3 metres wide in some places. It winds its way almost 1.2 kilometres and ends at Petra's most elaborate ruin, the Treasury. It's amazing that any plants could grow here, yet here we have this juniper tree, which has embedded its roots about 120 metres deep and appears to be thriving in this rocky landscape. We even got married on the way. The walk through this magical corridor as it snakes its way towards the hidden city is one full of anticipation for the wonders that lie ahead. Almost an hour after departing the guest house, the narrow gorge opens up into a sandy stage illuminated by intense sunlight. Looking up, I see one of the 7 wonders of the world right in front of me. Wow, what a moment. The Treasury of Petra. Standing 39 metres high, it has to be one of the most stunning monuments ever carved out of a sandstone rock face. The Treasury was given its name because of this urn that's high on the 2nd level, which was believed to contain treasures. Having said that, archaeologists are still quite uncertain as to the true purpose of this monument. And whilst we would have been quite happy just to stay here and marvel at the majestic beauty of the Treasury, we knew that we needed to move on as the temperature in the valley was starting to increase quite quickly. This part of the trek will take us much deeper into the ancient city of Petra, 1.5 kilometres in fact, to our final destination, Qasr Al-Bint. The Street of Facades quickly appears on our right hand side. This is the name given to a row of monumental Nabatean tombs carved into the southern cliff face. Here we can see the theatre, which has been carved into the side of the mountain at the foot of the high place of sacrifice. The theatre consists of 3 rows of seats separated by a passageway. This is considered to be the only theatre in the world that's been carved into rock. After a quick stop and a kafia lesson, we're on our way.
To a bit of a climb up to the royal palace, which is kind of exciting. Feels like you're in a different world.
The Royal Tombs is the name given to the 4 magnificent facades that are located right in the middle of this ancient city. There's the Palace Tomb, which dates back to the early 2nd century AD. The Corinthian and Silk Tombs. And finally there's the urn tomb that got its name from the jar that crowns the pediment. High up in the facade there are 3 niches that open up into small burial chambers. Check out the view from here. Absolutely stunning. Three hours later, we finally reach our destination, Qasr Al-Bint. This monument is almost square and it's set on a podium. It was the main and most important temple of Petra, dedicated to Saqara. It still stands 23 metres high today. On the other side of this mountain lies the gateway to another Petra monument, the monastery. Unfortunately, this will have to wait for another adventure. Time to turn around for our long journey back to the Petra guest house. And of course, one final look at this spectacular monument we know as the Treasury.
Just finished a long trek all the way back from the Siq. Oh, such a long walk, didn't realise it was so far. And all the way uphill. But we made it.
Prior to coming to Jordan, we embarked on an 11-day adventure through Egypt. I'll leave a link in the description below if you're keen to have a look at our 1,200-kilometre journey through ancient Egypt. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to keep an eye out for our next film when we take you to the Valley of the Moon, Wadi Rum, to see the gigantic rock formations, the ripple sand dunes and the clear night skies.